Trap 3. Beauty isn't everything. In the movie Alfie, Jude Law says, "For every beautiful woman out there, there's a man who's tired of bleeping her." That struck a chord with me. The first time I heard it I thought, how rude and disrespectful to women. But as I dug a little bit deeper, I started to see more and more proof of his statement. We get used to anything and everything that surrounds us, everything that's easy to get, that's omnipresent. When you live in the mountains and love the sea, a beach visit makes you feel all happy and tingly inside. Should you then move to the beach and wake up with a beach view every single morning, that breathtaking view will no longer take your breath away. You won't dislike it, but it will feel normal and no longer special. Are there aspects of your life that were once really special but now you consider normal? They no longer make your heart pound a little faster when you see it or experience it? These can be material items like a new phone or a sexy dress, or it can be experiences like eating out in a restaurant or going to a specific holiday location or hotel. If you keep frequenting the same holiday location, you'll probably still like it, but it won't make you vibrate with happiness like it did the first time. Alfie exaggerated a bit in his quote. I'm not sure we get tired of beauty or anything we once found valuable, but it surely won't be enough to make us keep us coming back for more, especially not when other new experiences keep knocking on our door. I see women make a huge mistake when it comes to beauty. Gorgeous women believe their beauty is their biggest strength when it comes to men, dating, and relationships. They believe they have what men want the most. Not so beautiful women think they're doomed. They don't believe they'll get a good-looking and successful man because he can get better. Both types of women couldn't be more wrong. They base their theory on the wrong premise. Before I dig into what smart men, real catches, think about beauty, let's look at an interesting internet phenomenon concerning this subject. A beautiful woman many years ago posted this post on Craigslist, a classified ad site. What am I doing wrong? Okay, I'm tired of beating around the bush. I'm a beautiful, spectacularly beautiful, 25-year-old girl. I'm articulate and classy. I'm not from New York. I'm looking to get married to a guy who makes at least $500,000 a year. I know how that sounds, but keep in mind that $1 million a year is middle class in New York City, so I don't think I'm overreaching at all. Are there any guys who make $500K or more on this board? Any wives? Could you send me some tips? I dated a businessman who makes around $200 to $250, but that's where I seem to hit a roadblock. $250,000 won't get me to Central Park West. I know a woman in my yoga class was married to an investment banker and lives in Tribeca, and she's not as pretty as I am, nor is she a great genius. So what is she doing right? How do I get to her level? Here are my questions specifically. Where do you single rich men hang out? Give me specific bars, restaurants, gyms. What are you looking for in a mate? Be honest, guys, you won't hurt my feelings. Is there an age range I should be targeting? I'm 25. Why are some of the women living lavish lifestyles on the Upper East Side so plain? I've seen really plain Jane boring types who have nothing to offer married to incredibly wealthy guys. I've seen drop-dead gorgeous girls in singles bars in the East Village. What's the story there? Jobs I should look out for? Everyone knows. Lawyer, investment banker, doctor. How much do those guys really make? And where do they hang out? Where do the hedge fund guys hang out? How you decide marriage versus just a girlfriend? I am looking for marriage only. Please hold your insults. I'm putting myself out there in an honest way. Most beautiful women are superficial, at least I'm being upfront about it. I wouldn't be searching for these kinds of guys if I wasn't able to match them in looks, culture, sophistication, and keeping a nice home and hearth. As you know by now, it's never my goal to insult you. I know you would never think of posting something this silly. Yet I've met my fair share of super pretty women who have this exact mindset. And it's just wrong, really wrong. A rich banker gave her a rather poignant response. Dear Purse 431,649,184. I read your posting with great interest and have thought meaningfully about your dilemma. I offer the following analysis of your predicament. Firstly, I'm not wasting your time. I qualify as a guy who fits your bill. That is, I make more than $500K per year. That said, here's how I see it. Your offer, from the perspective of a guy like me, is plain and simple a crappy business deal. Here's why. Cutting through all the BS, what you suggest is a simple trade. You bring your looks to the party, and I bring my money. Fine, simple. But here's the rub. Your looks will fade and my money will likely continue into perpetuity. In fact, it is very likely that my income will increase, but it is an absolute certainty that you won't be getting any more beautiful. So, in economic terms, you are a depreciating asset, and I am an earning asset. Not only are you a depreciating asset, your depreciation accelerates. Let me explain. You're 25 now and will likely stay pretty hot for the next 5 years, but less so each year. Then the fade begins in earnest. By 35, stick a fork in you. So in Wall Street terms, we would call you a trading position, not a buy and hold. Hence the rub. Marriage. It doesn't make good business sense to buy you, which is what you're asking, so I'd rather lease. In case you think I'm being cruel, I would say the following. If my money were to go away, so would you. So when your beauty fades I need an out. It's as simple as that. So a deal that makes sense is dating, not marriage. Separately, I was taught early in my career about efficient markets. So, I wonder why a girl as articulate, classy, and spectacularly beautiful as you has been unable to find your sugar daddy. I find it hard to believe that if you are as gorgeous as you say you are that the $500K hasn't found you, if not only for a tryout. By the way, you could always find a way to make your own money and then we wouldn't need to have this difficult conversation. With all that said, I must say you're going about it the right way. Classic pump and dump. I hope this is helpful, and if you want to enter into some sort of lease, let me know. When I read this the first time, I couldn't stop laughing. Both people had clearly never experienced real love or any form of meaningful relationship. Love is not a transaction. His response was, however, spot on. Beauty is a depreciating asset. Women who put all their eggs in that basket are playing a game they can only lose. I know you're smarter than that, and I'm in no way implying you're playing that game, but I need to restate it. Beauty is overrated. Beauty and looks matter, but only for the so-called physical attraction test.